Alright guys, welcome to the Walk and Talk with your host Spenny, of course. Today we're on Island Lake up in Orangeville, Ontario, and today we're going to be talking about the top 3 reasons in which Canadian and really any journalism in 2017 and 2018 is changing. So basically at first we've got, in my opinion, I think one of the biggest pushes is independent media. Woo, almost slipped, it's icy out here. So independent media, so you got a lot of sources that people are just making their own news outlets, starting their own companies and making it really an unbiased news situation. And that way they're getting their sources from everywhere and everything, and it's not really any biased information. So that's a very big plus to independent media, and I think that's why a lot of people are going towards it. You've got the unbiased opinion, you've got a little bit more of a conversation going depending on what their channel is, and in my opinion, I actually really like independent media. I like how they go about their sources. I like how they're very open about where they get them from, what their sponsors are, and things like that. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I gotta show you guys this. Look at this view out on Island Lake. It's freaking beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, that's my trail right there. Alright, so second reason. Second reason, we have got, obviously, the citizen journalism. Citizen journalism is getting a lot bigger than it used to be, because everyone's got their mobile devices, everyone's got their sources, everyone's just out there. And because of how accessible social media is nowadays, with your cell phones, with your laptops, with anything, you can connect mobily and just get your news out there instantly. It's a 24/7 mobile news cycle, so you've got to remember that. And I don't mind the citizen journalism. It's not bad, but it's not as refined as some of the sources. Like, as I was saying, I really like the independent, so I'm a little bit biased in that way, I guess. But you've got that sources as well. And I guess in your third instance, your third way in which it's changing is all the big media sources, especially right now in 2017. There's actually a lot more paid news content. So you've got places like the New York Times, all their subscriber counts are just shooting through the roof right now. And that was a very different trend a year or two ago, when people were just in a decline. All those companies were in a decline because everybody was getting their sources from independent media, from citizen journalism, right? So it's very different and very odd to see all these big channels and all these big news sources that were huge like 30 years ago, and obviously still to today. But it's amazing to see that all these different sources and all these new players are now able to actually compete with all the older big players that have been here forever. And especially now, written content is in such a decline. But as I just said, you're seeing subscriber counts like shoot through the roof. So it's not huge, but it's starting to come back up, and I think that's awesome because it makes sure that everyone keeps themselves in check. Everyone is going to these people and showing them, hey, we want unbiased opinions, we don't want any biased opinions. So it's cool that they're all keeping themselves in check. So, and to kind of wrap this all up, remember there's 3 different ways. You've got your independent media outlets, you've got your citizen journalism, and you've got all your old school journalism, places like New York Times. Their subscriber counts are just going up. So tell me what you guys think. You know, like this video, shoot me a comment down below. Tell me about what you guys think. What are some of the other sources that you guys may think are getting huge in this day and age? What other ways they're changing? Let's have a little conversation down below. Let me know. See you guys on the next walk and talk. Have a good one.